Rome's economy continues to burgeon as its megastructures and megaprojects complete one by one, and a fallen empire just woke up as we barrel toward the Endgame crisis. Things are getting interesting. Hey there, Legion, it's Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Stellaris Ancient Relics in our Roma Galactica 2.5 series. So, this is Classis 1 that we were just looking at in the
complete.
Sol system. We are currently building a Colossus for the first time. That's in Alpha Centauri. And also, while I'm thinking about it and while I'm looking at my fleets, let's take a look at... We have some pirates that we're taking care of at the moment, but I also have, these guys that I would like to offer a new patrol route to. So what I'm going to do is... You know what? I just figured it out. What I need to do if I'm going to do two patrol routes is I need to put them in the middle. So let's look at 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Jormundir is pretty much... I was eyeballing it. I was thinking Jormundir is where they need to go. But that's where I'm going to send them. I know that I was fooling around with these guys a lot last episode, but I was trying to figure out the right way to queue up two patrol routes without having them go a different way and use the frickin' jump gates, which I don't want them to do. But I think I just figured it out. There might have been some discussion in the comments after I was trying to figure it out last episode, but I didn't see those because I'm recording this one immediately following. Ooh, hang on. Might be time for another round of upgrades to some of our buildings that are producing consumer goods. You can see, just due to the fact that people are moving around, the economy is still a little bit crazy at the moment.
Science Division reports success.
But I'm okay with it. The L-Gate insight has been gained. Oh, good. We have some interesting endgame options here. Let's research the ring world. Food processing centers going up here. Ithaca. Ooh, yes. Yes, absolutely. Yep, there's that. There's that. Now, what can we do here? We've already got some exotic gases building. Might be good to have some alloy foundries on Cybrix Alpha. Oh, yep. Let's upgrade you. Definitely upgrade you. And you, for that matter. And you. Starting to run out of minerals, though. And we'll upgrade that research station until we build up more minerals. Okay, so
complete.
We have a lot of influence at the moment. Matter of fact, I'm going to pause for another second and take a look at what I can do to address this. I can always launch farming subsidies to resolve our crisis to a certain degree. I think what I'm going to do is just do research grants, give myself a brief research boost as we continue to bolster that in other ways. We still have the architectural renaissance ambition that's going, and we also have plenty more unity with which to do additional ambition-related stuff. So let's see. We could boost monthly minerals using omnifarious acquisition. We could do a couple of these right now if we wanted to. I think what I'd rather do, though, is, since I still have so many defense platforms to build, we're going to do Fortress Proclamation, and that's going to be a major focus in the coming episode. Speaking of major foci, 127 days remaining until the Dyson Sphere finishes its next stage. Now, we will have another stage after that, I think. At least one more, possibly two more. So we're nowhere near done getting nice boosts to our economy as a result of those megastructures. That's still happening.
Complete.
You can see all these upgrades all over the place. The Enigmatic Cache is still hanging out in Procyon, funny enough. We're still keeping an eye on that fleet to the best of our ability. And then these pirates should hopefully be... Alright, so it looks like they've established a base as well. I'm going to order them to take out that base first on their way in, which should work out because they'll jump straight in, destroy the base quite quickly, and then engage the fleet around the same time.
Construction complete.
Seems like the food shortage is, for now, more or less resolved.
Complete.
Aurora is... Oh, not Aurora. Augusta is where we're building our ecology. It's 50% done.
Construction complete.
Halfway there. Might be done by the end of this
Engaging
episode.
enemy station.
All right, so yeah, station was
Fleet action
immediately gone.
underway. Construction complete.
Beautiful. All right, so those guys are no longer a threat. I'm going to give the order for them to repair.
Construction
Meanwhile,
complete.
these guys should be sitting with no orders. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to tell them to patrol up to Rukba. And then you guys are also going to patrol all the way down to Irustilia, I think is where I had them before. Perfect. All right, so what's going to happen, hopefully, is that they go up there, then down there, and then go down there and come back up. I really hope that's how that works. So they're moving right now to Nodro. We'll have to keep an eye on it, because that's pure experimentation on my part. I'm not sure
Complete.
how that's going to play out. Nice. Dyson Sphere panels installed. I was literally just checking that. While not yet complete with the installation of advanced solar harvesters, we have begun to reap the benefits of the Dyson Sphere being built in the Chromagian system. The energy gains will continue to increase as construction continues, eventually reaching full operational capacity when the sphere is completed. Excellent. Okay, let's get another upgrade going. So we will see in about 5 days a tremendous boost to our energy income up here. There it is, 1K per month. Holy mother of God. Yeah, so we are officially in Endgame Empire territory.
Construction complete.
And I will be able to build more patrol fleets soon. Matter of fact, one thing I'm going to take care of right now, I've been talking about building new starbases for a while and like thinking, okay, where am I going to build new starbases? I think a really sensible place to have another anchorage is in the Sirius system. It's a core system. We've never done much here. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade that starport, and that will be one of our bases.
Construction complete.
And then it's going to be time for me to start building. I built some of the ion cannons at our various citadels, but we need to start building our defense platforms. Yeah, so we can see the ballistas.
Construction complete.
Interestingly enough, a lot of these have already been built. So I think what I may do here is build a... Oh man, I need a fleet academy here. Crap, hang on. Let's do a fleet academy in place of that. And then a defense grid supercomputer. Well, that's not needed. Let's just do a target uplink computer. Their empire's not strong enough to where I need that many defense stations. Okay, and then Beej is okay. You know, I just realized something. These stations, I can totally... Hang on. Yeah, hang on. I don't need all these stations. I don't know why I didn't think about this sooner, but they're collecting trade value, but I can have a centralized station, like for instance, the Demes Key station. Let's build some trade hubs. Build an off-road trade company, fleet academy, and a naval logistics office. And so they'll collect the trade value from the neighboring bases. Yeah, we're going to downgrade. All those. And that's going to temporarily affect the economy because a lot of trade value is not being collected at the moment. Well, actually not that much. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I think what I'm going to do instead... I'm looking at this because there's a little bit of trade value to be collected here. Well, what I can do is build a new station in bid talks that'll collect the remnants. All right, so there's one. And I'll let that station take care of that with like 2 trade hubs. And that gives me room to do a few more. So we can also have, for instance, a station in Finn. Where else do I need like strong defenses? Hold on, that needs to be upgraded. The Glebsic Peacekeepers have just awakened, so I may need to defend against them. Not sure. May potentially need to establish defenses just in case they get they get a little frisky, why don't we go ahead and establish a couple of new starbases here along our borders with them. Yeah, the Glebsig are right next to us. So that's one interesting thing about the fact that they awakened last episode. Because they could come knocking in a rather unexpected way. All right, so this fleet is over here. This one is... You're heading to... All right, they're still going up that way. We're going to have to see if they follow the patrol route that I want them to. Once they get a little bit farther up the route, we'll find out. All right, we're going to resettle you to Cybrix. Let's do beta this time. Last episode, we focused mainly on alpha. We would like to extend our deal.
Construction complete.
Aurora. Tell you what, let's declare population controls on Aurora. Pacifica, we're going to resettle you once again to Cybrix Beta. Another Keyroom pop. Emerita, let's move you to Beta as well. It's a different type of unemployment, but we'll figure it out. And then Scrivium still has that ruler pop. Let's move you to Beta too. See, now we have room for an additional ruler-style structure. Now, hang on. Let's take a quick look. All right, so science directors, administrators, and merchants. So we could do a Ministry of Production on Cybrix Beta. And that would give the ruler pop something to do. Oh, we don't have a planetary capital yet, though, so they... Damn. Let's see. Well, in that case... We've already got a Cyto Revitalization Center there. More volatile motes, I suppose. That ruler pop is just going to sit there for a bit. They'd be sitting on a planet regardless, but hopefully that is a decent location for them to sit. Hopefully they'll be comfortable sitting on their laurels. All right, back to speed 3. I want to finish that arcology if we can. United Transfer Coalition has declared the Veteresius Coalition their rival. Interesting.
Get algulsa leed klar kommento.
So when the Racks are at peace next, we could always try demanding their vassalization and see what they do. I mean, if they refuse, then we get a casus belli and we would forcibly vassalize them. I wanted to do it peacefully, but from a roleplay sense, it's been long enough now that maybe we can start to look at it in a different light. Also,
Science Division report success.
Let's pause for a moment. Neutron sweep research is complete. Let's go ahead and research cloud lightning because that's not going to take that long at all. That's a very quick project. And what I was going to look at is... Where's the expansion planet now? Yeah. So, habitable planets. Is that really all you're showing me? I feel like I have more terraforming opportunities, but I suppose I don't. They would show here on the modifiers list if there were any options. Okay, well, let's go ahead and terraform you into a continental world. We have another planet over here, I think. Yep, Savannah world. No, not colonize. Terraform. Continental world, because we've got the energy to do this. Rome's starting to flex its endgame level muscles. Alright, so this fleet is going to Rukba. They should turn around now. Well, they're going to go to the Star, then turn around, go back to Valis. And what I'm hoping to see is that when they get back to Jormundir, they then patrol here and then come back, which would be a perfect patrol route for what I wanted them to do in the first place. It's a good thing to figure out. Noth Gideon. Sounds a lot like Moff Gideon. For those of you who have been watching Mandalorian. Season 8 ended spectacularly. Don't worry, I'm not going to spoil anything. Don't worry. Promise I won't spoil anything. I wouldn't do that. But yes, it ended quite well. I was very pleased with that first season of Mandalorian. I'm not a, I guess what you would consider, because this is definitely a thing with Star Wars, I'm not what you would consider like a hardcore Star Wars fan, where I'm like, where my expectations are very, very high and difficult to meet. And I'm not necessarily being critical of people who do put themselves in that category. I'm just saying that I am not in that category. All right. I guess we'll do a little bit more in the way of, well, where is Silpium exactly? It's in the Belgium system. There's not a lot of trade value to this. Let's do a commercial zone.
Construction
Boost the economy
complete.
a little bit. Okay. So now we have this ship moving back. Let's take a quick look at piracy in the area. Let's look at piracy along the other route. Still a lot of red skulls along this route. That's frustrating to see. Despite the fact that we have this patrol happening. Now, part of the reason for that is that patrol fleet did have to go another direction momentarily, which is part of the reason that I'm
Science
considering...
Division reports a new breakthrough.
Part of the reason that I'm considering adding on another patrol route. Speaking of which, I'm going to go ahead and give the order to start Sirius's anchorage building up. Cloud Lightning research is done. Good. So what can we do now? Still finishing up non-endgame techs. Let's go ahead and do the focused arc emitter. We're probably never going to use that tech. I just want to get it off the list. Open up additional endgame options so that I can have the best choices as we approach that stage of the game. Let's resettle you to Cybrex
Construction
Beta.
complete.
See, if you don't mind doing stuff like this, this is why it's good not to shut off the pop growth. That's why you don't want to do it.
Construction complete. Construction
Wait, what type
complete.
of pop are you again on a Scribian? Yeah, you're a ruler pop. Annoyingly. Cybrex Beta has room once again. Oh yeah, because we've moved so many pops, we can continue to build this up. We need 40 though in order to get the planetary capital project started. So I think what I'll do here, since I eventually will be building that ministry, is I want to have buildings that the ministry would support. So let's do civilian industries first. And how are we doing on volatile modes? I may replace that. Kind of tempted to. Cybrex Delta, ooh, definitely upgrade that. Very good. Autoton Monument there. So our 4th Ringworld colony is coming along quite nicely. 950 days until the partial Dyson Sphere is finished.
Complete.
690 days until the next stage of the matter decompressor is done. So we're going to see our energy and mineral income continue to climb. We also have lots of alloys that we're sitting on right now. So one thing we can definitely do is start to build up our defenses, as I've been discussing. So let's see where else we can upgrade our shipyards first, or our stations. Yeah, Procyon, I would also like to have a defense grid supercomputer there. Rhizor is building a fleet academy and a target uplink computer, so that's going to be fully upgraded in a while. And then we just need... Currently we have... 3 Spada, 3 Pugio, 3 Lancia, and 3 Hasta. And I need 5 slots. You know what I'm going to do? Let's take a quick look. I need to remember which design is which. Pugio is point defense, and Lancia. Yeah, I need to remember that. Lance kind of corresponds with missile. All right, we're going to get rid of you. And then the Pugio we're going to get rid of as well. Now it's saying we're missing 3 slots. Not quite sure why that is, because it's saying 10 of 15. Maybe I will go ahead and do a defense grid supercomputer there. Maybe I freaking will. Alright, so the Hixum station needs an upgrade. We could do a Titan assembly yard. We could do... Do these planets need stability? Neritum is in good shape crime-wise. So is Spalatum. But a deep space black site here could always help with that. Or we just do a hyperlane registrar. That way, ships traveling through move a little bit faster. How about that? All right, let's take a quick look here. Where are you going? Good. Okay, so it looks like that patrol route is working exactly as intended. They're going to go there, and then hopefully what they'll do... My only concern is that I no longer see the initial patrol route, so I'm wondering, like, am I going to have to set that up a bunch of times, or is it going to keep going back and forth? Probably have to set it up a bunch of times, which is annoying. But I still think I could do that. I could just queue up the orders and have them do it repeatedly. So I'd go like click, 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 shift clicking the whole time.
Construction complete.
And that's how that would get that going. And unless there's a way, and you guys can let me know, that I'm not aware of. I could also, look it up myself. But unless there's a way, to make patrol routes have different stopping and starting points and have different waypoints, really is the term I was looking for. Go ahead and build a city district on Naf Fuj. Let's go ahead and rename these to a bit more Roman style. So we have a Nafgidium, or Nafdigium rather is what I've been saying Nafgidium, but that's Nafdigium. A little bit dyslexic on my part. So I guess what I need to do is change that here. I'll just be a little silly and call these alpha and beta. Or, hang on, the other option is we could just... Now that this is finally a thing, let's do that. Patavium and Tritonus. That's better. I prefer that, I think. Now... Okay. Back to speed 3. We have paused a good bit this episode, so that's going to slow down. Let's take a look at Augusta. It's still almost... It's over 2/3 of the way done. So I would imagine in the next episode, we're going to have that arcology finished, in addition to the fact that we are about 2 years off, 2 years and change off from finishing the next stage of the Dyson Sphere, which means we are even closer to finishing the next stage of the matter decompressor. I don't care about the dabulance.
Construction complete.
Let's see. Need a little bit of extra housing here so we can accommodate that. And then let's take a quick look at... crystals are fine. do a military academy on Ithaca. That seems fitting somehow. I like just the sound of that. I'm gonna upgrade that. Commerce Megaplex. Cyberx Beta still has ruler unemployment. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Yeah, we definitely need to keep moving some pops around. I'll do that at the end of the episode.
Inbound message traffic.
Non-aggression pact invitation? Sure. Let's take another look at what else we can do upgrade-wise. Fuahiri Station is a shipyard. It would be interesting to have a Titan assembly yard up here, although I think I'd rather do resource silos. Now, why is it saying the Demes Key Station is disconnected? That is not very nice. Hang on, let's go ahead and build a couple of the trade hubs there. That should take care of the remaining trade value. Or maybe it's already being taken care of. I'm not seeing any outstanding trade value at the moment. Weird. Maybe Demes Key took care of it after all. I guess it did. Yeah, because there's currently 3 trade hubs. So 1, 2, 3. Never mind. Yeah, I don't know why when I was looking at that, was it last episode? I was thinking I would have to do something additional. I wasn't looking at the number of jumps. You know, I wasn't considering that you could go Mythar, Etzkaron, and then Koldak. Is that Koldax? Yeah, Koldax. The line is right there, and it's not moving no matter how much I zoom in or out. Okay. But you're currently disconnected, which is a problem. So, hold that thought. There we go. All right, so that situation is resolved. What about Runa? Oh, Naval Logistics Office. Obvious choice there. Obvious choice here. So we already have some additional... This is really nice. We already have some additional options that are going to be available to us. Haribus, I think since we have a gateway here, I'm going to build a defense grid supercomputer. And then we've already got a hangar bay. Let me go ahead and do... Let's do a couple more shipyards. Because I would like this thing to be able to crank out ships relatively quickly. And then with that being done, let's look at Starbases. Nishpan. We're going to upgrade all your platforms. And I don't think that I need you to have an ion cannon at all. All right, Bregler. All right, so there's already a defense grid supercomputer here, but there are no, I repeat, no defense platforms here. So let's go ahead and fix this immediately. So that leaves 18. Okay. So I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Did I miscount? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. I guess maybe because we're still waiting on... I'm not sure. It says we have room for 23. How much does the ion cannon take up? Does it take 5 or 8? That might be what it is. All right, so in that case, I think that's perfect then. Hasta, Lancia, Pugio, Spatha. Hasta, Lancia, Pugio, Spatha. Hasta, Lancia. I think that might be what it is. I think it might take 7 or 8 slots. But
construction complete.
we still have more resources, so let's keep doing this. Tedis. I'll just build 8 at each for now.
Construction complete.
Does it say somewhere? I mean, I suppose... Hang on, I can look at one of the existing... Yeah, it takes 8. There we go. So So that would mean 15 platforms, of course. I was thinking I could go all the way up to 16. I was like, what's going on? I'm confused. Obviously. Okay, well, we're 30 minutes into this episode. I'm going to stop this one here. In the next one,
Construction complete.
we are going to finish the arcology. That's going to happen. We're going to finish the next stage. Oh, man, next episode's going to be great. We're going to finish the next stage of the Dyson Sphere. We're going to finish the next stage of the matter decompressor. And we are probably... Let's also take a quick look at that patrol fleet. We're probably going to get some additional ships built now that we're building up our alloys. We're building up our naval capacity. We're building additional bases that can help us, just have more defenses and have more ships and be ready for whatever these awakened empires and the endgame crisis will throw at me. If we have a war in heaven or an endgame crisis or both, I'm all for it at this point. Also, the first Colossus is how close to being done? 69% done. So we're over 2/3 of the way to the first Colossus as well. So lots to be completed in the next episode. And then we have a whole nother episode after that before we jump into Legacy of the Forerunners. So we got some fun times coming up. Should be a fun little finale. I may even go ahead and declare total war on the Dabulans and blow some stuff up in episode 40 just for funsies. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 4 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.